Hello everybody, my name is Kirk McCullough and I have received 10 dozen dive bomb F1 Mallard duck decoys and I am very impressed with them, and I was going to kind of go over what I think about them and the reasons I chose them. And these are some of the products these guys sell, and that is my cheat sheet because I can't remember stuff. So these are the things I'm going to talk about, and I'm holding this iPhone while I go over this stuff. So the first reason I liked them and I felt like that I should swap was because of the size. They're a little bit bigger than the decoys that I had been using, and the head on this thing looks real, and you can tell that the paint job on it's precise. It kind of has that purpley green looking tint to it, and when you look at mallards swimming on the water in the sunlight, sometimes their heads almost seem black. And this is a pretty good sized duck decoy, and looking at it from the back, it looks like a real duck when you come in and look from the rear end of it. And the reason I think size matters is because from a distance, sometimes decoys are hard to see, especially if you hunt big water or open water. It looks like they just kind of get consumed in the waves and you can't see them. Or if you've got them up against the shoreline, they're a little bit harder to see. And last year that was the case when we were out picking up some ducks that we had shot on the water. And we were picking them up, and I was motoring back in. It was hard for us to see our duck decoys. I said, you can't hardly see those things. And we had out like 120, so I think the size difference makes a big improvement in your hunting success. And the second thing that I like about them the most is the different postures. So this is one of the drakes right here. He's kind of got his, he's got his head up. And here's another one. He's got his posture. And this one, his head's down a little bit further. And this one right here, his head's down with his bill in the water. And then you've got a hen that has a head posture like this. Head's kind of turned. And then this one is kind of straight. So to me, when you put your decoys out and you throw them out and you got all these different postures, it just kind of makes your spread look a little bit better. It makes it look like it's a real duck sitting on the water instead of decoys. And decoys are not hard to pick out. If you've seen a lot of them on the water, you can say, oh, those are decoys floating in the water from a distance. So the object is to keep everything looking real. These decoys are also built to hunt. They're thicker plastic, and they're rugged. And I don't put my stuff in bags. I throw them in my boat. I walk over the top of them when I'm hunting if I need to get from one end of my boat to the other if I can't climb out of it and go around the end. And I throw them in the boat, and they ride to where I hunt, and they ride back home in my boat. And I just need stuff that'll hold up. And these are very sturdy decoys. They have a really good keel system on them. Very hard plastic, and you can see the paint job on this decoy, how precise it is. And that black spot on the back like that, you see a lot of mallards when they're swimming in the water, they look like that. The paint detail on them is great. It's precise, it looks real, and they have an authentic look. They look like a real duck, and that's important. And the reason I chose them is because they look real, and a lot of us have been killing a lot of adult ducks over the last few years, and the way you can tell an adult duck is they got a bigger head, they're a bigger body duck, they're smarter, and a lot of times they're leading a group of ducks you're calling it, trying to get to come the decoys. So the better off you are to try to fool them, the better off you are to try to kill some ducks. And number 6, the most important thing is when those first couple of ducks land in the decoys, you don't want them to get up and fly off. You want them to stay there. And most of the time we're sitting there chomping on our fingernails hoping they don't fly off. And sometimes they'll pick up and fly off. But I feel like that when when you get ducks in these decoys, they're going to stay put while the rest of them come in. And we don't like to shoot ducks at 50 yards. We want to shoot them in the decoys. We want to kill them close. That way it's a clean kill. Lets us limit out quick and get out. So, that's just my take on them. They're great decoys. I've been through just about every major decoy brand out there. They've all been great. But as time moves on, things change. We get better. People are more innovative than what they used to. They have more money to work with, and we're coming up with better products. And that's true in duck calls, guns, boats, motors, clothing, you name it. We've got a lot better stuff than what we had 35 years ago. So my hat is off to Dive Bomb Industries for making these decoys. These things are awesome, and I'll be hunting over mine this duck season. And I can't wait to get them out there and try them. So you guys hit Dive Bomb up. Real nice people, great folks. They got good stuff. They'll answer you when you message them. And just be careful. Have a safe duck season. And you guys message me if you have any questions. Thank you very much.